everyone, today I've got you the Incredible Burt Wonderstone movie review. This movie stars Steve Carell, Steve Buscemi, and Jim Carrey, all playing magicians in Las Vegas. It first starts out as a story just about Burt Wonderstone and Anton Marvelton, who are best friends from childhood, and they do magic tricks together. At first, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to see this movie. I mean, it looked really funny because, you know, there are some impressive actors that are really funny. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to see it. I kind of felt that, I mean, it really, going into it, it really wasn't that funny. I mean, like, some parts were, but then it sort of just, like, died down. I would have to say that 2/3 of the movie weren't, like, you know, it just was a really slow build-up to the end, and it actually got better as the show progressed. Sort of like a friendship turned rivalry between Steve Carell and Steve Buscemi, who sort of just start to get, like, one of them just starts to get sick and tired of the other, and they just want to quit being partners, even though, like, they've, like, been headlining performances all the time and doing the same tricks over and over again, so it's just like the same thing. So I think just the acts just got really old, as well as their characters, maybe. I think that's what was happening. Olivia Wilde, so she kind of adds to the hot factor. That's the only, like, good thing about this movie is Olivia Wilde, because, you know, she's just good to look at, for those of you who like Olivia Wilde. Even though it seemed like she was just like a third wheel, she was just like sort of an assistant to them. Another actor that's in this movie that, you know, I was really hoping to see some funny parts from is Jim Carrey. He kind of plays this magician who's kind of like the Chris Angel type, while he's like sort of going around doing like street magic and all that stuff, and he's just like going completely bonkers, like just cutting himself open and doing all those crazy things. It's just, it was kind of crazy, it was weird, but it was kind of awesome at the same time. So we kind of had this sort of rivalry with the two, and he was always trying to steal their acts. Like, I mean, not like steal like their tricks, but just sort of like try to be in the spotlight more. Well, Steve Buscemi and Steve Carell, I'll call them the Steves. So the Steves just performing different places. It's not as much fun without the two. It just gets kind of crazy. Steve Carell ends up meeting, like, when he's doing one of his acts at a retirement home, he meets Alan Arkin, who was a former magician, do some tricks, but you know, he was just a huge fan of his. That was the reason why he got into magic. I love Alan Arkin. I think he's, like, impressive, and he was funny too. Like, it was just cool to see him on screen. And, like, the little part in the end of the movie, I thought that was really awesome, and that's one of the reasons why I felt like the final act of the movie was just, like, the best part. Different scenes with the different magic tricks and stuff. It was entertaining, but then I think it just got really old. After a while, it just got kind of boring. The only parts that, you know, maybe weren't as boring, especially with Jim Carrey's character, was the fact that he's doing, like, a mix of, like, Chris Angel and David Blaine, like, stunts. He just looks absolutely, like, crazy in this. He's got, like, long hair, tattoos, and all that stuff. I'd say that this movie wasn't as great as I thought. It really didn't do much for me as a viewer watching it, and I definitely won't see it again, just because I just don't think it'd be as funny. I mean, I was laughing a couple times, but that's it. I honestly think that, like, I've definitely seen some better magic show related movies, and they don't even have to be funny, because I haven't seen a magical show type movie in quite some time, maybe not since The Prestige, or even the Joker magic trick in The Dark Knight. In the comments what you guys thought of The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. If you guys were also as bored as I was watching this movie, or did you actually find it entertaining and magical? And you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Trial on Thursday video. guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later. And now for my final trick, I will disappear.